Hello everyone and welcome to a new video here. I hope you're all doing well. I am, thank you for asking. And today I was going to start a new series here on my YouTube channel. This series will be me asking AI for different topics each video that I will be talking about and sharing my thoughts of for you. So to start this series, I asked AI the following here. Hi AI, today I'm starting a new series on my YouTube channel where I will be asking you for different topics or things to talk about and share my thoughts about. This will be the first video, so I'm asking you, what do you want me to talk about today? The response I got from AI here was the following. That sounds like a great idea. Since this is your first video in this series, why not start with something that sets the tone for your channel? A good topic could be why your voice matters more than others' opinions. You could talk about 1. Why people fear judgment and how to overcome it. 2. How focusing on your own beliefs and values leads to confidence. 3. Your personal experience with this and how it shaped you. And last but not least, 4. Encouragement for viewers to express themselves freely. This ties into your overall theme of fitness, mental health, and mindset. What do you think, or would you prefer a different angle? So, to start off, I was just going to say that my English is a bit limited. My vocabulary is not the best, so I will do my best here to do this as best as possible. But if we just start with the topic here, why your voice matters more than others' opinions. And I think it's pretty interesting that AI gave me this topic, because this is something that I daily is working on with myself, to be able to not care about what other people think and have to say about you. This is something that I'm talking a bit about in my TikTok account, and also will be talking about more on this YouTube channel. So it's a very good topic to start off this series with. And my thought behind this series that I will be doing on YouTube is to, in some way, for all of the viewers that will eventually look at those videos, get to know me better as a person, of my values, my viewing points, and my thoughts about different things in the world. So, if we start with number 1 here, why people fear judgment and how to overcome it. So I think that this is something that goes back very, very long, all the way back to when we were cavemen, and that the only thing that we had in our mind was survival. We are a flock animal, pack animal, and we want to have people around us, because when we are alone and left out, that challenges our survival. So we fear judgment because we fear to be left outside. And something that we fear is we fear what other people might think of us, that they might think bad of us, and that we will end up being alone, and that is something that we don't want to. How to overcome this, the fear of judgment? I would say something that has worked pretty well for me is that you have to understand that you won't be liked by everyone. But at the end of the day, the only person that you have and the only person that you have to answer to is yourself. So ask yourself, are you truly authentic? Are you truly doing, speaking, and being as you yourself want to? Or are you doing stuff and being in ways to please others and to escape the risk of being judged and left outside. If you truly can say that you are being true to yourself and being the authentic self, then I would say that you are overcoming the fear of judgment. But at the same time, you won't really 100% get away from this fear of judgment. Even though you're pretty confident in yourself and don't care about other people's opinions, the judgment will still be something that you have in your mind when doing stuff and taking action in different areas in life. The question is if you let it control you and control who you are. So, to overcome the fear of judgment, I would say ask yourself if you're being true to yourself or if you are being a certain way to please others or just to not be judged by others. Are you being in a certain way to not be judged? If that is yes, then you should change that. Ask yourself, who am I? What do I think? And be that way. Be that you. If that makes sense. How focusing, we go to number 2 here. How focusing on your own beliefs and values leads to confidence. So, confidence. Confidence is a very interesting thing. I think that everyone wants to be confident, but everyone does not know how to be. And I think confidence comes from within, from you proving to yourself that you are a reliable person that manage to do the things that you say you should do or that you say that you are going to do. And how focusing on your own beliefs and values will lead to this confidence. Let's put it the other way. If you were to focus on others' beliefs and others' values, then you would just project your own behavior on someone else's thoughts, someone else's feelings. You look at your friends and they say, let's say, for example, you look at your friend group and all of them say, let's go out and party tonight because that is what they want to do. Or maybe that is just what the majority want to do. Maybe there is someone else there as well that just follows along in the group because they are afraid to be judged and afraid to be themselves. And if you in yourself believes that you want to do this thing, you want to train, you want to get into fitness, for example, but your friend groups want to party and drinking and stuff. And if you then chooses to focus on their beliefs and their values that they put in, that they want to party and drinking, but you know within that you want to focus on your fitness and your training, you hear it yourself. How are you going to be confident in yourself if you know that you're doing something else than what you know within yourself that you want to do? This can very often occur when you're younger, and it's a lot of peer pressure and stuff in the bigger friend groups. It's often hard to stand your ground and stand for your own opinions and thoughts if maybe a majority thinks another way. It's much more easier to just follow along, to not be judged and not be left outside, because that is so much more worse when you're younger, to be left outside, because your friend group is basically everything you have except for your family. So focusing on your own beliefs and your own values that you want to get into fitness, you want to train, and actually doing that, you will build a confidence within yourself that I stood my ground. I did do what I actually wanted to do, and not let myself be. Don't let yourself be affected by your friend group, and don't let that take yourself from who you are and what you believe in. Number 3, my personal experience with this and how it shaped me. So here I will going to be a little bit more personal on my own experiences here. As I said in the start, the topic here is something that I'm working on daily to get better at, because I don't know when it was, if it was 1 year ago, a half year ago, or longer, but I realized that I'm tired of letting myself be controlled of the fear of judgment and the fear of being left outside. Because you're constantly aware of that, you're doing all of those stuffs when you know that this is what you want to do. For example, starting with social media was a very big thing for me. Like this video, for example. For me, just outing my thoughts and myself and my bad English on YouTube here is something that I would never be able to do a year ago, because I was so fixed on the thought that that what others would think of me, that they might laugh, they might think this and think that. But then you just have to realize that, yeah, you won't be liked by everyone, and does it really matter if a certain group of people thinks that you are ridiculous, and if they think you are funny, and all of those stuff? Because in the end of the day, the only thing that they are expressing with all of those opinions is they're just projecting their own insecurities and speaking them onto you, because they themselves wouldn't be able to come out and speak about their thoughts and all of this. It's often like with bullying. I'm not saying that I'm bullied at all, but it's the same thing here, that the person that is the bully, the person that is laughing and have all of those opinions, are often just insecure within themselves and has to make other people look worse in order for themselves to look better. Actually, really what it did to me was just to realize what is actually important for me. And at the end of the day, as I said, you only have yourself. You only have yourself to answer to. There could be 100, 1,000, 1 million people that were laughing to me. Of course, it wouldn't feel good, but at the same time, I wouldn't care, because why should I focus on this minority of people that thinks this certain way of me, when I, at the end of the day, just chooses to be authentic and to be myself? And I can promise you, if you do that, if you truly be authentic and be yourself, you will find a lot of people that will love you for the exact way that you are. And I also believe that every single person in some sort of way wants to be able to be authentic, but are too scared to actually fulfill it. Because yeah, it is scary to come from a point in your life where everyone else's opinions have made this whole it has been so important for you to be liked by everyone, and just like that you have to change that into accepting that you're not liked by everyone. But at the same time, if you think of it like this, being liked by everyone, do you really want to be that? Because if you're liked by everyone, that means that you are adapting yourself for the person that you are with, and that is not the person that you want to be. You want to be you, and to be you means that there will be people that don't like you. Encouragement for viewers to express themselves freely. So, with all of this said, of course I want to encourage and inspire people that watch this video to actually just turn to themselves. Take a look inside. Ask yourself, who am I? I'm pretty convinced that a lot of you will realize that you are not being the way that you actually want to be. That when you ask yourself, who am I? What do I think? And puts that in parallel with, what am I doing? How am I being? I'm pretty convinced that a lot of you will realize that those two is not the same. So you will realize that you are not being your authentic self and your true self. And then I can assure you that being able to be your authentic self and being you, you'll feel so much better. I've heard a lot of people on the internet talking about this vibration thing, that love, we thought that love was the highest possible vibration a human being could experience. But then it turns out that authenticity is even higher than love. So if you're wondering about stuff like how to be happy in life and how to be successful, I'm very, very convinced that authenticity is something that you should strive for, aim for, work for. To be able to be authentic and just accept that some people will like you for who you are and some people will not. But then you at least are true to yourself, and no one can ever take that away from you. So, and this ties into your overall theme of fitness, mental health, and mindset. I think this was a very good topic to start off this series with. As I said, I'm doing my best with my English. I'm sure that I'm doing a lot of grammatically wrong things. But I guess you can get a good laugh at that. I'm sure I will when I look at this video. But the things that I say and my thoughts about this is still the same. And this series will be a big step for me into being my authentic and true self. And I think that, and I hope that a lot of you that watch this video can take something from this, and yeah, maybe not in the split of a second just be authentic, but at least think about it and try to be a little bit more true to yourself. And hopefully one day we can all be authentic to ourselves, just be the way that we want to be, the way that nature has formed us. So yeah, that is it, I think. It will be very interesting to see what AI will have me talking about in the coming videos. This is a pretty easy video type of video to do, so I think that actually I will be able to post one of this every day, or at least I will try to. If you like this type of video, like, subscribe, feel free to comment. I would love to get some questions and thoughts about what I'm talking about here. It's always fun to see other perspectives on these questions, and I'm learning every day. I'm not perfect at all. I'm just sharing my thoughts and my opinions here. And that's it, I guess. Until the next video, take care, be nice, love life, and that's it. Thank you.